Imagine a world where the apocalypse didn't bring silence, but a deafening roar of monsters and magic that has reshaped the very laws of physics. You are part of the Battleforged, a group of survivors who have learned to harness the system's power, not just to survive, but to thrive in a landscape of ruin. But now, as you face the second trial of the apocalypse, you realize that survival isn't enough. You must become a contender in a cosmic game where the losers are erased from existence. Welcome to Battleforged Contender, the second pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in M.H. Johnson's LitRPG saga. If you love apocalyptic progression tropes, team-based combat, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist rise from the ashes through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in progression fantasy, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of rebirth. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist facing a new, more dangerous tier of threats, forcing them to adapt their build and strategy to survive in environments that defy logic. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of ash and ozone, the hum of latent mana, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they fail again. Johnson excels at capturing the psychological toll of living in a broken world, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of progress made across centuries. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular contender trope and the brilliant metagaming dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up, it's about understanding the hidden patterns of the system, exploiting glitches in reality, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who think they know your every move. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Battleforged lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual, struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Battleforged Contender is a triumph of the lit RPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. M.H. Johnson has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.